Hey you guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode on the survival world. What is this that you see here? There's another one. That should not be, that should be there, that shouldn't be there. Yeah, welcome back to another episode. We have gone on a little bit of a journey off camera here. I did a recording, but I think the recording will turn out too long like it did last time. It turned out way too long last time. This is the Lightmatica mod. It's an interesting mod, definitely an interesting mod. Now, we had a few journeys. Let me just go into the other world so I can show you what we did basically. So the first thing we did right here was took the average of the coordinates of both the witch huts and created a center point, and we used World Edit to create this massive sphere that goes around that you can see here. This sphere is 128 blocks in diameter, or radius rather, 128 blocks in radius, and that's the radius mobs can spawn. Now unfortunately, the witch huts don't seem to be in range of these. Neither of the witch huts are in range of this massive sphere, which kinda sucks. It kinda sucks, to be fair. So then I went ahead and created this other world where I had the center point, which was the averages of the coordinates again, and then built out 32 blocks in each direction, which is what I determined it would have to be, and created a sphere on each end. So this is the first sphere on that end, and you can see the witch hut is just in range right here. I feel like I didn't explain that very well. Mobs will spawn within a sphere of 128 blocks around you. That's those glass spheres that I created that you could see. And basically anything out of that, any mobs out of that range will despawn instantly. So we've got to figure out a way of killing the witches without dropping them down heaps as well, which is something I've just thought about. Which I'll probably end up using entity cramming to kill them in that case. But yeah, basically that's what those giant spheres were. And that's why I had to have two AFK platforms instead of just one, because it's not based on loaded chunks or anything like that. It's based on a 128 block spherical radius around the player. So yeah. And then over here, if I come over here, this is the second sphere that comes around here, and it is just in range of this as well. So if we want to AFK this, we'd have to have one player standing here and one player standing there. So it's not the most ideal thing in the world, but I think it'll have to do. Then the next thing I decided to go ahead and do was use World Edit again to create what are called //sil, just like that. There's not World Edit installed anymore. But I thought that would create a cylinder, but it just creates a massive circle. So I created multiple circles stacked on top of each other to show the ranges of where we need to clear out for the like perimeter type thing. So yeah, you can see that is the perimeter right there. And now I've used the Lightmatica mod, and if we head back into the single player survival world, which is right here, we've created a lot of worlds experimenting with this. You can see that, yeah, this is where we are currently. So if I fly up here, you can see, yeah, this is the massive thing that we have to, you know, clear out eventually. So what I'm going to do first, I've brought a couple shulkers of cobblestone with me. What I'm going to go ahead and do is actually place the outline for all this. So outline where the, you know, perimeter needs to go and whatnot. And jeez, this is weird. I kind of missed one of them. That selection is not meant to be there. I'll have to see if I can get rid of that. But over here, this is the selection we want, and I'm going to be building all around here to try and get an idea of where we need to clear out without having to have this, you know, floor cleared area constantly. So you can see I've started doing that a little bit right here. It's going to be a little bit difficult to tell where I'm going, but I think it'll be alright. I think we'll be able to do it. And, yeah. So, anyway, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to fill in a lot of this, and I'll be back with you once I have done that. This is extremely confusing. Alright, guys. So, I think I've gone ahead and gone all the way around this schematic right here. And it was a little bit confusing, to be fair. Like, parts like this, it's not too bad. You just kind of build around it, right? Not too bad. But if we come over to, like, say, for instance, over here, it's really hard to tell where you're going. Like, I don't know what blocks are solid, what blocks aren't, where I need to place in where the glass is. It's just, I have no idea what's going on. So I think I'm going to cut my losses with this area and just try and do it manually. It won't be too bad because it's not a huge area that I need to do manually. You can definitely tell what I'm struggling with right here. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and try and disable this. I think I can do that if I... oh, okay, unload. There we go. Alright, so this is the area I was struggling with. And it's a little bit all over the place, but it's not too far in the grand scheme of things. This I don't think was right at all. I think that was all incorrect. But if we go across here, you can see this is a pretty big circle that goes all the way around. This took me a little bit of time, not too long, thankfully, because of the Lightmatica mod, obviously. But this goes all the way over here. Unfortunately, I'm out of fireworks. I might actually go ahead and chuck in a few blocks into here as well, just like so, just so we have a little bit more inventory space. And yeah, you can see this goes right the way around. In fact, you know what? I'm going to get some rockets. I'll be back. This episode has been a little bit all over the place. The reason being is because, well, I have had to go off plan a little bit. Because, well, you can see this. We've done this. It's pretty cool. My render distance is a little bit lower. Let me set that to 25 chunks. Yeah, this episode has gone off the plans by a decent amount, considering we just figured out that, yeah, we wouldn't be able to fit both witch huts in one spawning area. So, yeah, this episode has been recorded across multiple days. I haven't known really what to do in this episode, to be fair. I'm going to have to replan a whole lot of things. I planned out a lot of episodes based around one perimeter, but there's going to be two. So, yeah, I'm going to have to plan a little bit more around that. Anyway, for the time being, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear out a little bit more land, a little bit of trees, a few trees that is. Try and get all of the trees in this area got rid of at least, and maybe even started to clear out some of the land in the middle here. So I think I'm going to get on with the second account. I know I've done a few third-person time-lapses in today's video, maybe just a couple, but I'm going to go ahead and do another one. So I'm going to get the camera account on here, do a bit of the third-person time-lapse, and I hope you enjoy that. Ladies and gentlemen, look at this area. We've cleared out all the trees in this area, and it is looking really, really cool. Looks like we missed a couple trees over here. That's alright. That's not too big of a deal. And one tree. We missed one tree that was right here. Okay, well, anyway, you can see this massive perimeter area. I'm going to have to increase my render distance a little bit. Not sure where my mouse is. Oh, it's all the way over here. Let's go and increase our render distance to 32 chunks. Maybe that'll be enough. If we zoom in, they'll load in faster. I don't know why that works, but it does. And you can see, wow, look at this massive, massive perimeter. It's starting to turn to nighttime, so I'm going to go ahead and sleep for you. You may or may not be able to spot my character. I can't even spot my character at the moment. I am right over in the bottom corner. Let me see if I can fly towards the camera. Oh, there, you might be able to see me now. I'm coming. I'm flying closer. And there we go. That was a cool shot. I do have to say that was really, really cool. Anyway, I'm gonna switch to first person here, and you can see, yeah, look at that. So we've got the swamp around here, and we've got all the trees cleared out. Now all we have to do is clear out all of this land, and there's a decent amount of land to clear out, but I'd say we've done pretty much most of it already over in that area. You can see how deep that went down. We don't really have that much, that deep of an area to go down. It's mostly just surface. Like here, we just need to dig all of this out, dig all of that out, and yeah, that's pretty much gonna be this, well, perimeter area done. I do need to light up all the caves in this area as well, but that's pretty much, yeah, that would be all of the surface done. Of course, I'll probably end up doing the caves off camera. I might actually do a little bit of surface clearing off camera. I don't know. Anyway, I think what I kind of want to do now is I want to find the coordinates also. Oh, sorry. So, something I want to mention first is the amount of wood. The sheer amount of wood we've gotten from this. Look at all those logs. That is absolutely incredible. I am struggling to speak a little bit today, so I apologize if there's a few cuts in today's video. Anyway, look at that amount of drops. That is absolutely crazy. We also have another chest, another few chests over here from clearing out this area. I don't know whether there's any wood in them. There might be. It's mostly just stone and dirt, right? There's a couple, like 2.5 stacks of logs right there. And we can't really reach the rest, can we? Anyway, I might use these as scaffolding blocks. Yeah, you can see, not really too many. We got Enderman heads because I had to go to the Enderman farm a few times. But anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead. I should have the coordinates marked down. I think... I don't know. Maybe not. I'm going to have to go ahead, go back into the single player world, mark down the coordinates of the 2 AFK areas, and start building a little bit of a frame for how we want this thing to turn out. 356507. Here we are. So if I need to build this up to y equals 86, which isn't too high off the ground, but it's a little bit off the ground. It is enough. It's the one I did with the dome test. So that's definitely in range. That one is definitely not in range, but that is in range. So that's the first coordinate. Now I have to just head down here to, I believe, 291. Which is right around here, just like so, and 572. Okay, didn't quite get the right coordinate on that one. Right over here, 572291. That is the coordinate we need. So let's build up there as well. I may as well just use some dirt here. Build up to y equals 86 as well. Of course, because they're at the same level right here. So let's go all the way up to y equals 86, and there we go. So you can see they are both the AFK platforms, and they're a decent distance away from each other, looking at it now, which is kind of funny. Anyway, so these are going to be the very farthest point of the witch hub in each direction. I'm going to have to design this thing diagonally, which might be a little bit challenging, but what I'm going to go ahead and do is these are going to be AFK boxes. So I think I might have AFK boxes and have them coming out the side and have something in the center. Let me show you what I mean. Alright guys, so if we turn around here, you can see this is kind of my plan. Now that area in the middle is looking a slight bit small, if I'm going to be totally honest, but this is the kind of thing that I'm thinking about. So these AFK platforms go all the way out to the edges there. And this is the center where the storage will be, and a couple farms as well that I kind of want to build are going to be situated right in the middle here as well. So those farms that I actually want to do are going to be some honey farms, and that's probably about it, to be fair. Just some honey farms. Now, what I'm thinking is I'm either going to have the storage down here or the farms down here. I might have... I kind of want to have some farms down here. And then maybe in the center we can have a flower farm. So yeah, that could work. That could work. So let me, hop off to sleep here real quick. But basically, what we can do is have some farms in the center here. So have, the flower farm in the middle here, and then on these walls have honey farms. But then that brings us to, where's the storage going to be? Well, I have an idea for that, and I may as well just show you, I guess. Well, this is my last firework, and I just fell off, so I guess I'm going to show you what I mean. So, this is just a very small wireframe model for the time being, but you can kind of see where I'm starting to go with this. Essentially, it's not I kind of messed up here. But this is going to go across here, and you can kind of see how it's going to work. So we're going to have that bottom floor there. We're going to have some farms in the walls down there. But up here is going to be a storage system, and there's going to actually be a walkway going along here, and the chests up the side here, and maybe some other things up the side as well, because there's a lot of room for chests up here. So I'm probably going to have some other things up the side as well. Again, this isn't going to be a base as like per se, so there's not going to be general item sorting systems, what and whatnot. But there will be storage for the witch farm drops, the flower farm that's going to be in the center here, and of course the bee farms, which are going to be in the walls down the bottom. Now up here, I might have some other farms, like maybe a couple sheep farms might be cool. There are a couple pink sheep down there. There's one there, and there was another one somewhere as well. I guess I've just fallen off. There's one pink sheep there, and there was another pink sheep, but I can't remember where exactly. Passive mobs do not despawn, so it wouldn't have despawned. There it is. There's the other pink sheep. So, yeah, that is basically the idea for this base, and I think it's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be pretty cool, and I said base. I just said it wasn't going to be a base. It's not a base. It's not a base. But yeah, so the AFK platforms go out from the bottom there, and, you know, AFK there, and that'll load both of the witch farms once we end up building them. That witch farm is actually going to be improved. For now, it's not a very good design, but that witch farm will be improved, of course, and that witch hut will have a farm around it at some point as well. Anyway, for the time being, I have to head back to base again to grab more fireworks. I go through a lot of these things, you know, trying to show off what I've been doing to you guys and whatnot. But, yeah, you can kind of see how that's going to start coming together. And this area is going to be pretty mega, I do have to say. I don't know whether I'm going to do stuff in the surrounding area. I can build pretty much whatever here. So, I don't know. That's definitely a project for the future that I want to look into. You know, designing things for this to fill in the space, which is just going to be water for now. So yeah, just let me know if you have any ideas for what to build in here. Maybe I can build some form of like a city, or even some form of a base. I don't know. I don't really want to build my base here. I've got some other plans for where I want to build a base, that being around a guardian farm. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and ender pearl all the way back to base, because I don't have any rockets. And I'm going to grab some rockets, and I'll be back with you once I've got some rockets and made a little bit more progress on the wireframe over by the witch hub. Oh, I'm getting excited again for this project, I really am. You know, I do have to say that was rather quick. Let's take a look at this. You can kind of... I hope you're starting to get an idea of how this thing is going to look. This is going to be a roof at this level, probably. Maybe it'll slope upwards. I might have the roof slope upwards, actually. That could look pretty cool. Anyway, you can kind of start to get an idea of how this is going to work, hopefully. I'm sure you got an idea quite a while ago. Let me see if I can hit this creeper. That so would have hit if that guy didn't despawn. What about this guy over here? Yeah, okay. I fell a little bit short. Oh, come on. Hey, I got him. And I don't know if that second shot landed. Probably not. Anyway, so yeah, you can kind of get an idea of how this thing is going to work. I might have some form of bubble elevator or something. Some sort of elevator in the corner that goes down, and you can go out to the AFK platform there. Same for that corner as well. And have some form of like a storage area up here, maybe a couple sheep farms or something. Have honey farms all along the bottom here, and of course a flower farm right in the center here. And we're gonna have a walkway around that flower farm so you can get around it, but there'll be hopper minecarts and stuff going under it. This project's gonna take quite a few episodes, I will say, but it's exciting. It's definitely an exciting project, and I can't wait to, you know, really get going with this. I mean, technically we've already got going, but I can't wait to, you know, see this thing actually going into fruition and seeing how it turns out. Anyway, I really hope that you enjoyed this episode on the Minecraft world. We had a few unexpected bits and pieces. The episode didn't really go to plan. I'm going to have to replan out a number of different episodes. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider liking, subscribing, whatever. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.